Welcome back to the Hamlet, everyone, where we've just moved on in the same month. Haven't really done an awful lot else, just checking around the farm. Of course, I did tidy up the yard. I think, that done the last episode. I can't remember. Yeah, we've kind of not done an awful lot else. We've done a couple of contracts we were doing. Oh, look, we have manure. Oh, so that is, even though it's not saying linked to cow barn, it is. It's linked with 50 litres. That's good. That's good. So that's working. Of course, we're not going to have any what would you call it, milk or anything like that. I did put another 6 cows in. I went back on another 6 with the trailer and put them in. Hence the reason that the trailer's on the back of the International. We went down and picked them up with that because that's the only way we're taking delivery is to go and do the grafting ourselves. So, like any small farmer who needs to keep his head above water, and it's something we need to do if we want to expand. We're not going to expand with 8,200 in the bank, considering we're going to have to pay our loan out soon enough of, what was it, nearly $5,000 a month. We're going to get stuck in and give somebody a help doing contract work. And, what have we got here? Let's have a quick look. What's in spraying? We don't have a sprayer. Now ploughing we could do. It's the field right behind us, so that wouldn't be an issue. The one being right behind us, of course, we can't upgrade our equipment now until August next year, so we've a couple of months to go. Yeah, is it worth putting the thing on for one trip around the field? Not really. I don't like that carrot harvester. I told you that. Green beans, we'd end up with 700 out of that. Even less out of that. For what's that? Peas. What else have we got? Onions, no, not doing onions. Onions just never pay because the cost of the equipment is 1,919. There's a pea contract there for 2,343, and it pays us back 9, or the leasing cost is 959. So that would give us just under 1,500 for doing that contract. Where are we? Field 18 is not too far away. No fields are too far away in this map anyway. Okay, we're going to accept that. Now, next question. Should I be allowed to use the pea harvester on that one then, and the equipment? What do you think? I don't know. But what we do for now is we'll get this done. We got to start it, work through it, and I'll have a think about it. Keep it and go and do the other pea harvest. I know I've cut the contracts down to 50%, and I've done that for a reason because, like, if you're doing a pea harvest and the farmer gives you the equipment, okay, you pay him to use his equipment. He's not going to let you do another contract. Okay, I've talked myself out of it already. Okay, let's keep it honest. Let's keep it tough. The way it is. Keep it hard. Just watching the map here, so I got the right way. Let's make that rule that when you take the equipment, it's only for the contract you're working on. You can't jump across and do it on another one. Otherwise, I could say take a nice setup of equipment to do one big contract and then do 4 other small contracts with the equipment. No, that's not right. Not for. Yeah, if I was doing another series, I would say yeah, okay, but it's not the way I kind of want to do this. I'm going to keep it honest. If you know what I mean. It's not big. Even for doing peas, it's not big. I'm going to park this up here. And let's jump into it. I know I hate using these machines, but I know the profit you get at the end from the reward you get from your portion of the harvested crop can be fairly decent. Now, what I'm kind of thinking, we have grain, haven't we? In our silo, we have spelt and barley. Yeah, we might get ourselves in a position where we can put down the chicken coop. Is there chickens on any of the other farms here? I can't remember. I think there is. I must check. Must check and see, because then it might be a case of actually, although most farms will have a small chicken coop, even if it's only 50 chickens, 30 chickens. I think we'll do that anyway. We'll just put it down and see. And just, it's not going to make us a huge amount of money, but we'll feel realistic doing it that way. So I think that's what we probably will do. We'll go that route and see how that goes. Is there non-fold on this? There isn't really. Sure, there isn't. After hitting it, nothing happened anyway. So it's just a turn on, lower down. I take it. I really hate this machine. It's not that I hate the machine, it's the low capacity on it, and more than anything else. But it's a small field, so it won't be such a big deal on this field, because it's not like you're going to be 500,000 miles across the other side of the map, kind of on a big massive field, like when I took on doing something like this on was it the Plains or something like that, and like you'd barely get a run up the field done and you were full. So I'd say with this we're going to get the whole way around the headlands, and we might get back to where we were. If that is the case, that makes it fairly easy just when you come back each time, just to empty into the trailer and do it that way. Because in general I don't tend to do peas because of that, but they are very profitable as a product. Even if you're doing them yourself and you're selling them, you can make a lot of money out of them. But I think it's the harvesting side of it that kind of it puts the barrier up to make you think, oh, I'm not going through that. You do it once and you do too big a field, and then it puts a barrier up where you kind of go, yeah, I'm never doing peas again. And you kind of shy away from them. Then you kind of, it limits your scope then when you rule out a crop like that. Do we have beans on this map? I think we do. Where crops? I think there is beans, and I'm going to try it if there is, although I don't know what planter you need to put them in. No, there's no beans on this map. Okay. It's just they're on the Polish map I'm on, and they're on, there was another one as well that they were on. There was two maps I know of that have them recently. And they seem to be very, very profitable. And it's something I haven't done, something I haven't tried. Same thing, the other thing I hadn't tried is rice. I did say on one of my recordings I'm actually playing on Hutan Pantai. I've only done about, I think, 4 hours on Hutan Pantai, because I didn't play on it to any great length at all, because Dagwin was doing the series on it when I first started playing FS25, and I was watching it every day and got to know the map inside out, and then didn't want to play it. But the advantage I feel of using a giant map is they tend to work very well as regards updates and everything else, that because they're designed by Giant and the updates are from Giant, there never seems to be many issues on them at all. And that's one of the reasons why I enjoy Kinleg so much, because apart from when it dropped at the start and the issues they addressed fairly quick on, there was very few issues on it. So I think that's why I kind of jumped in on Hutan Pantai before I start back recording again. And one of the main reasons behind me doing that was to do rice. I have never done rice, apart from harvesting long grain rice. I've never done it, and it's just something that it's on the list of crops I have not tried. Most of them I have, but there's a few there that I haven't, and I just want to give it a go. Anyway, we're almost 10 minutes into this episode already, and I've rambled on quite a bit, and there you go. We're going to hit about 80% when we get to the headland, so I'll empty into the trailer and I'll head off again, and I'll bring you back when I'm nearly finished this field. Coming pretty close to finishing this field now, with just a couple of little bit strips to pick up when we go back down. I'm not quite sure how full the trailer is. I've just been emptying into it. I doubt what's in the harvester will actually fit in it, so I'll probably have to go empty it and come back and then empty the harvester a second time. Yeah, just spin around and grab that bit. No peas shall be left behind. Yeah, lift that. Speed up. Just a row here, and then for some reason it missed the strip. I wouldn't mind. I'm doing it all. Yeah, there's another little bit over there. I'm doing it all, but I noticed when I came around there was a strip on the second run that hadn't been harvested. Now, I didn't recall lifting the head. Get it all in anyway. Yeah, when you left me in the last episode, we were doing a spinach contract. I was finishing off, and is there a strip here somewhere? I thought there was. Maybe oh, there it is. Okay. I knew I wasn't seeing things. Yeah, when you left me, I was doing that, and I wrote down what I got. From the product that was sold on that spinach contract, I got 1,221 euros on top of doing the contract, so that was quite decent percentage. Yeah, this isn't going to all fit in. 99, 100%. And there's still 49, there's still 1,800 litres left. I left it running. It's not my money. Haha, it's not my diesel. We'll get this down and get it delivered. And we'll then see how much we're going to make. There's the delivery point, same one. Okay, we have to go back down the way we came up. Okay, I'll bring you back when I'm selling this. Just sneaking in around the back entrance. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, how much of the delivery is going to complete with this trailer load? 18,500 litres. I think that it's going to nearly complete it all. So most of what is left in the harvester is going to be ours, which is quite good. We're 99%, there's 92% transported. A little shortcut here back up to this farm here. I wonder does that come with the sunflower field? Let's have a look. No, it comes with this field. Yeah, which is 49,000. And what's in that? Just meadow grass. Okay. Yeah, the other thing on this series too, if it's a case of I buy them fields, I'm not selling the properties on them. They will remain in place. Don't maintain the integrity of the map as it is. Right, I'll get back up and I'll get this harvester unloaded and I'll bring you back when we're selling it, so we see what money we get out of it. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, we're on 99. It's going to click over almost immediately. And then it's pure profit, our take on what was on the field. So we got 1677 and 41. So I got 1718. 1718. So 1718. Why am I driving this back? Anyway, okay. Let's collect. So we've 11,388 in total. Okay. We're back at our farm. other contracts, mowing, ploughing. I done that yesterday. I don't know what I clicked on that made it go that way. There we go. We're going to do that because we have the equipment. Anything else? No fertilizer. We're fertilizer spreader. No. We had one least. Onions are out. Any of these are out because of the cost of getting the equipment. That one, only the way this operates, I would consider taking it on, but ploughing, as I said, I'll have a look. Might do that. It's just at the back of our farm. Let's see. It's only a small field, isn't it? I'm wondering, do I want to do it? It's hilly. You see, and therein lies the problem with our poor tractor coming up that hill, even going down that hill. I suppose if we could go down that side and up this side, it wouldn't be as bad. And it is going to be one of our fields. I know it doesn't make any difference. In the long run, overall, that even when we buy it, that's not going to count. Okay, I'll get down to this field. I'm not going to keep you in. It's right up the other end of the map. It couldn't be much further away. Right, we're making progress anyway. Okay, we're off and running on this one. This is the spinach field we harvested last time. And yeah, it's going to be challenging enough because of the hills. Now, it's not as hilly. I wouldn't say it's as hilly going up this way as it is if we went up the other way, but we'll get through it. Yeah, having to think about it, and you know what? I'm going to accept that ploughing contract. We're here in a little Swiss valley, and we help our neighbours out, and they pay us for doing a bit of work for them. So, yeah, I'm not going to be bypassing the field right next to us, which we probably will buy at some stage, which is just over 34,000, which we're a long way off having money for anything like that anyway. I just kind of feel, because of this map and because of the size of the fields on it and the contract payments being reduced in half, it's going to be a bit of time before we're able to buy any more land like that. We're going to have to work with what we have and make what we can out of it. Granted, we won't have a huge amount of outgoings, but don't mind the bits I'm missing. We'll get them when we're doing the next one and we do a loop back around. It just kind of tidies it up. It just means we're not losing forward momentum when we do it this way. Whereas if we're to back up and all that, we're going to lose a lot of forward momentum, which kind of prolongs the agony of getting going again. That it'll slow down now once we start to go uphill, which we are here. But yeah, that's kind of the method in my madness with a low power tractor, to just get around the corner and just like don't stop, keep it going kind of thing. So yeah, we're in a small, as I said, Swiss Valley, and we help our neighbours out, and that's what it's about. We don't charge them what a bigger contractor would be charging coming in. You could say we're tendering for the contracts at 50% what probably the top rate is. I know that does not balance out when it comes to the likes of bale wrapping and stuff like that. It doesn't reduce it by 50% for some reason. It's different. But we haven't done any bale wrapping. We probably won't be doing it either. But yeah, it's just a slow slog through the work. And to be honest, I don't mind. It's a nice way to just farm and just get everything done, and then expand slowly. I'm delighted we've 12 cows in the barn. They're only calves. I'm delighted we've 12. We could, if we wanted, we could buy more, but like that's not the goal is not to fill the barn as quick as possible. The goal is maybe to put 50 cattle in the barn ourselves and then let them reproduce and do it that way over time. Oh, we didn't even slow down that time. That was great. Or no, I think it's this corner we slow down. No, it's going. I'm afraid now it'll start to slow down going up this hill. It'll keep the forward momentum. Keep it going. Okay, I got this knocked out. Okay, we're off and running on this one. This is the spinach field we harvested last time. And yeah, it's going to be challenging enough because of the hills. Now, it's not as hilly. I wouldn't say it's as hilly going up this way as it is if we went up the other way, but we'll get through it. Yeah, having to think about it, and you know what? I'm going to accept that ploughing contract. We're here in a little Swiss valley, and we help our neighbours out, and they pay us for doing a bit of work for them. So, yeah, I'm not going to be bypassing the field right next to us, which we probably will buy at some stage, which is just over 34,000, which we're a long way off having money for anything like that anyway. I just kind of feel, because of this map and because of the size of the fields on it and the contract payments being reduced in half, it's going to be a bit of time before we're able to buy any more land or that. We're going to have to work with what we have and make what we can out of it. Granted, we won't have a huge amount of outgoings, but don't mind the bits I'm missing. We'll get them when we're doing the next one and we do a loop back around. It just kind of tidies it up. It just means we're not losing forward momentum when we do it this way. Whereas if we're to back up and all that, we're going to lose a lot of forward momentum, which kind of prolongs the agony of getting going again. Now, it'll slow down now once we start to go uphill, which we are here. But yeah, that's kind of the method in my madness with a low power tractor, to just get around the corner and just like don't stop, keep it going kind of thing. So yeah, we're in a small, as I said, Swiss Valley, and we help our neighbours out, and that's what it's about. We don't charge them what a bigger contractor would be charging coming in. You could say we're tendering for the contracts at 50% what probably the top rate is. I know that does not balance out when it comes to the likes of bale wrapping and stuff like that. It doesn't reduce it by 50% for some reason. It's different. But we haven't done any bale wrapping. We probably won't be doing it either. But yeah, it's just a slow slog through the work. And to be honest, I don't mind. It's a nice way to just farm and just get everything done and then expand slowly. I'm delighted we've 12 cows in the barn. They're only calves. I'm delighted we've 12. We could, if we wanted, we could buy more, but like that's not the goal is not to fill the barn as quick as possible. The goal is maybe to put 50 cattle in the barn ourselves and then let them reproduce and do it that way over time. Oh, we didn't even slow down that time. That was great. Or no, I think it's this corner we slow down. No, it's going. I'm afraid now it'll start to slow down going up this hill. It'll keep the forward momentum. Keep it going. Okay, I got this knocked out. This field has actually turned out easier than I actually thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot hillier. Now we'll be okay when we're doing the headlands anyway. The seagulls are back. Oh, it's not too bad. It's just getting lined up and getting going. Once you're up and running, it's grand. €600 and something for doing this, so like realistically that's probably realistic in comparison with what you do get paid. Now we're on hard economy as well, so that's kind of, am I on hard or on normal on this one? I can't remember. It's the problem when you're playing. No, we're on hard. On hard, okay. Okay, and drop it down. There we go. You can do it from in-cab as well. It's just a bit awkward on the, you get to the end when you want to know when to lift up. It does come up. Spin around. These bushes are a bit annoying. Yeah, let's see. There we go. We have our line. Off we go. Drop it down. Kind of getting used to this plow now. Using it. Lift. Turn. Should really just leave the tractor on the wrong line. Get off that line. Do what you're told. Don't want to go down into the river. This is a river. I presume it is. It is, yeah. Lake. It's all about getting in the rhythm to the combo. Buttons. Up. Turn. Slowly turn. It's just because it's so narrow, the lines come up very, very quick, switching between one and the other. You can do it without the lines, but it's nice to know where you're meant to be lifting it for the headland, because otherwise when you're doing the headlands, it makes it very hard driving across. These bits get tight now because you've got very short runs. And the end of that one, turn. It's annoying. It's highlighting the one you want to go on. You hit the trigger and then it jumps onto the one beside it. Nearly did the headlands out. Just one more and then we're headlanding it. I'm not even going to bother with the GPS on this one. Yeah, putting the hours up in this tractor now, we're on 70.7. I remember what it was when I started, but it wasn't anything like that. First one, this will be a bit difficult, the first one or two, if you're going across the furrows you've already ploughed. makes it a bit hard, with, like it would be in real life anyway. So not like we're doing anything that wouldn't happen. Now it'll start to follow the other ones. There you go. I just thought I'd let you see that it's not as difficult as I thought it would be starting out, and I will get this wrapped up. And it doesn't look like we're going to have any other contracts. We're going to be moving on. Got it done. It's such a shame though that when I do eventually buy this field, I'll have to plough it again. Because it took a while. It's kind of tough going. The headlands was the hardest part. Kind of manually drive onto the line, and then when I come up, select it instead of trying to select it before you get there, because it was picking one of the lines that goes off at the angle rather than what you were doing. So, okay, we're done. I'm going to pick it up, and there might be a little bit around the headlands still done, but however, let's save it since we're in save anyway. And let's complete. And it did kind of. Normally it makes it look tidier than that when you complete the contract and you collect it. Okay. It looks terrible. Normally evens it up. You get rid of all the. It's done, but you get rid of all the bits in between, all the little bits and pieces. So we're on September 2nd, and we are at 10 to 3 in the afternoon. Okay. Right, contracts. Are we going to do any more? Another cultivation contract, number 18. That's the one we done the harvest on for the peas. We have to accept it. You just have to do them when they're there, and that's it. But yeah, it is what it is on this series. You're kind of just working your way through it. So I'm not going to keep you in at all for this one. I'm just going to get this one done, and then I think we're going to scooch forward into October, and I have the traction controls, or keep calling the traction control, cruise control set at 11 kilometers an hour. And we're up to 71.5 hours on this tractor now. Okay, I'll just knock this one out fairly quick because the field is flat. And then probably going to just scooch forward into the next month. When you get to work and you get to thinking, oh, we're going to slow up the hill. I went around the other way the first time. I should have stuck with it. It was actually easier. Yeah, doing this cultivation contract, it's on the field where we actually harvested the peas. And you get to thinking about things when you start working on about our Hamlet and how are we going to expand. Like, we haven't got a lot of money, so I think we're going to have to just knuckle down and get contracts done. It's as simple as that. And what we can do this one. We're going to have to take the equipment, so it'll be whatever the thing is, minus 959, plus we get a bit for the product. So I'm going to accept that, and we will see what happens then. We might do this one after. Mowing one, we'll definitely get that out of the way and do it. It's only €51, but it's income. And I think we're going to put down some sort of chicken coop. Nothing big, nothing major. We don't have a lot of money. Put down something for a couple of thousands. Maybe max, we've 13.2 there now. Maybe a max of maybe 7,000-8,000. We have a feed in the thing. I did load up a few mods. I haven't really gone through them. I'm sure there is probably one there that holds 50. That's fairly reasonably priced. There's some there which get up into the 20s and 30,000s very quickly. Won't be putting any of them down. They're not fitting in with. I think we'd set a max at 50 if we did anyway. That would be it. There'd be no more than 50. Probably aim for 30, or if we have a coop that holds 50, we put half of that in starting off and let them breed and let them give us a few more. But I kind of think that's the way I'm going to go on this series. I'm trying to keep it honest, you know, keep it so that I have to do the work. I have to get the money in. It's the only way. Like, yeah, I think that might be the game plan, because I'm kind of looking, when I done that Ploughing contract for 600 quid or whatever it was, I said, okay, it's giving me 600 quid. It'll buy me another straw bale if I need one. But it won't do much more than that. So, yeah, we'll play it by ear. I did check to see could I put a buying silo down at the shop. It won't work. Won't allow you to place it on it. There is a bit of land near it where I could possibly put it down. All that would do would just mean, instead of buying bales, I would be buying a trailer full of straw. Might work out a little bit cheaper, but like, where do you go with a trailer to buy a trailer full of straw in real life? You don't. You go and buy bales. So I kind of knocked that on the head. The same with lime, fertilizer, seed, and all that. You don't buy bulk on a small farm. You buy in bags or pallets or whatever, and that's it. So I think we're going to stick with that going forward. We're not going to bother with the silo. Productions, no, we're not doing any production. We're just going to sell the products, and that's it. We wouldn't really have a production as such on a really, really small farm or homestead. You might have a homestead farm that kind of might do their own cheese or that, but like, to put down any sort of cheese production, even if you're to put down, there is a special dairies cheap enough, but it's overpowered. Now, granted, production control mod, I can use that, and I can drop the production right down to, I think does it go as low as 25% or something like that. I could do that, where you're only producing a very small amount, something like that. And if I ever do put down a greenhouse, it'll just be the basic one, very small, and it'll be a case of transporting the water to it, putting it in it, and all that as well. So yeah, we're going to keep this series honest. If it means it's going to be slow burner, it's going to be a slow burner, and that's it. And like, honestly, it's not about, with me doing this series, this is what I kind of do anyway, and I'm just doing a recording on it. And to be honest, I'm not looking to get like loads of people jumping on and following it, and it's me just kind of doing a recording for what I'm actually doing, that when I be playing offline, if you know what I mean, because I kind of play across 3 different maps usually at the same time, for a bit of variety rather than just the one, although the triple threat challenge has me drawn in so much I could knock everything else in the head and just stay on that, but not going to do that either. There's no point finishing it too quick, which I would get through it really fast if I didn't bother with anything else. I kind of think that's what happened when I done the one tile challenge on what was the name of the map? Can't remember it now. But I think that's what kind of happened with that. I got through that really quick because I just concentrated on that. But anyway, shouldn't be wandering talking about other series, and I'm here to look after the Hamlet and get through the Hamlet. As you can see, takes a bit of time. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. While I'm doing this and I'm not recording, what do? I usually make my way in the morning time around all the other content creators I follow on YouTube if I'm doing it in the morning, and I watch their stuff while I'm doing it, and then there's other stuff I do as well, and just kind of have this going in the background, because you're not going full blast on it. Anyway, gonna work my way through these few contracts. I'll bring you back in. We see how many hours we get clocked up on this tractor. I'm expecting this tractor to, it could possibly hit 100 hours before the new year. It's gonna be on his hands and knees with maintenance and everything else, but you know, we'll maintain it, but we're not painting it. I'll put it that way. Anyway, yeah, I'll get these knocked out, and then we might have a look and put down a chicken coop, or we may leave it until the next episode to do the chicken coop. As I said, I'm not trying to get everything done instantly. It'd be a case of let's build the bank balance a little bit so we have a little bit of breathing room, and then maybe if we have 30 grand in the bank, then we put down an 8 grand chicken coop, and we still have 22 grand in the bank, so we're not broke. I did come across a mod that was a chicken coop and a pen for pigs. I think it held 30 chickens and 20 pigs. Maybe something like that. It's old style building, might fit in our farm. Give us another outlet then for another animal. Yeah, we'll work on that anyway. We'll see what way we're going to go. But for now anyway, I'm just going to slog away at this field and just get these other 2 contracts done as well. And I'll bring you back in when I'm nearly finished. Green bean contract on their way. Slightly bigger field than the cultivation contract, the one we done the what was it we done in that piece. But yeah, grand. We're gonna work our way through these contracts. We do have tomorrow in the month. We've 3 days in the month because we kind of know the work is going to be slow with the equipment we have. Unfortunately, the lights and stuff like this we can't do with our own equipment. With our own combine, we will be able to do sunflower contracts if they come up. There's a couple of fields. We'd have to lease ahead for the combine to do them though, so we'd have to weigh up the costs of that. But you know, like we'll keep an eye on the second-hand market, and like we're kind of being a contractor, as I said, as well on this Hamlet as well. So that's kind of the way it is. We're trying to build up our stock, but no, we have plenty of options anyway for small equipment and older equipment as well. And like we have 200 horsepower limit anyway, or 200, 210 max. That's it. So yeah, it's gonna be slow and steady. Slow and steady. I'm just going to jump out to see where I am here. It's very hard to see the grass. Where the grass ends and the thing. You know what? I'd love to go past. Go past and then reverse back and come back down. At least there's a bit of headland around all the fields here, which is grand. So that's it. Oh, and I didn't put the head back down. Oh, no. I did, but then I lifted it. Trying to lock in the cruise control. Yeah, so yeah, I'll work on through these, and let's see how many contracts we can get through between now and the end of the month. I'll bring it back in. I won't collect any of the money until we're finalised at the end of the month, which will be tomorrow in the game, the 3rd of September. For now, we just slowly grind our way around this field. Green bean harvest done. Let's see what we get. I had to finish it in the morning. Couldn't see a thing in the dark. Clock running on 3, contract finished. We got 1,935. So we nearly got 2,000 on top of our contract. So that's fairly good going. Okay. 1 contract down. Now, let's collect. So we've 17,000. Okay, so we might be getting somewhere towards building a chicken coop or whatever. Let's set a goal of getting to 30 grand before we do anything like that, just to make sure we have spare cash in the bank. There's no point in going back down to 0. And we'll have a look and see what other contracts there. I'm just going to go back and get the mower and drive over and just bang that small field. It'll take 2 seconds just to get that €51 contract out of the way and done. This has got to be the smallest contract I ever came across on Farming Simulator. €51 is the payout. I really could have done with having a hand saw to cut the grass in this. It's so small. I'll never go around the circle. Will I get 71%? Go through the middle. back up. Forward again. This should do it now. Contract complete. Never done a smaller contract. Anyway, there you go. That's what a €51 contract looks like. Imagine taking the equipment to do that. How much money you'd lose. Anyway, it's done. Okay, another contract done. And I'm not going to do any more in this month because what's there now is we've no sprayer, no stone picker, no sprayer. Not doing carrots or parsnips. We don't have the gear to do them anyway. That is very hard to do because you need a tractor to drive alongside. I'd done a green bean harvest, which is why the money went up about $2,000 by the time the equipment was taken off it and everything else. And that is it. That's us done. Episode number, what are we on? Episode number 4 in the Hamlet. Done and dusted. There's nothing else we're going to do in September. We're finished. We're going to move forward in the next episode and see what work is out there for us to do. See how the animals are getting on and see how everything is going and move forward then. Yeah, we've been pretty successful in this month in getting our own wheat field over here, or barley. What did I put in? Barley. Our own barley field planted. We brought the money up a bit. If we can get it up another bit now, we can put down a chicken coop of some description. We have spelt and what else? We have barley in the silo. Not a lot, but that's why we'll only get a small amount of chickens, so we have enough to cover them off. And that's it. Nothing else we can do today. We're just going to have to move forward, see what other work our neighbours want done that we can actually take on, hopefully, with our own machinery. Should be more cultivation and ploughing and that to move ahead. I don't know if there's any other grass fields that need to be cut or anything like that. We have the mowers. Our own grass won't be ready fully until November. So there's only that field to be done anyway, which won't take too long. Then we're back into the cycle and needing to lease a baler again to get the bales off the field. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, thanks for joining me once again. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Please subscribe to the channel too if you're not. And leave a comment on the series and what you think of the way I'm going to proceed. I'm just going to do contract work on that until I get the money to expand the farm slightly. There's going to be no major jumping ahead or no major looking for big money contracts only. We'll do what's available, what the locals give us to do, fully knowing that when we hit the winter months, there's not going to be any work there. So for now, from me, until next time, all that's left for me to do is say goodbye until then. So, yeah, there's nothing else I can really add to it. So until next time, it's bye-bye for now.